Hi friends, welcome back to another Living Alone Diaries. I'm Elaine, I'm 24, and recently I've been reflecting on the concept of change, which is something we all go through, especially in our 20s. Whether it's a friend moving away or facing changes in work, it is never easy, but I like to think that change is an opportunity for growth and making room for something new. Anyways, let's get straight to the vlog. Good morning guys, I'm about to head into office to get some work done, but it is a beautiful sunny day today and I think it's gonna reach a high of 80 degrees today, which is honestly perfect summer weather in my opinion. I actually had this debate with some friends a couple days ago, but for me, I think it's because I grew up in Southern California, but I love anywhere between 70 to 80 degrees. That is like the perfect weather for me. Some of my friends from the Midwest or other parts of the state were like, I'd rather be cold than hot, and I just could not relate. I think I have to head to work now, so let's go. I think I'm late. I am back home and I'm gonna head out to dinner soon, but I want to show you guys what I got from my new work. But it's the Stanley cup in this really pretty matcha color, and I love everything green. My AirPods case is green, my backpack, my suitcase, everything is green. If you can't tell, it's my favorite color, so I'm so happy with this. I honestly don't really like that the straw is exposed, so I think I'm probably gonna just drink this at home. But regardless, it is so cute.
너는 요즘 어때? 하루 중에 가장 생각나는 사람이 누구야? 일을 하다가도 길을 걷다가도 이유 없이 떠올려 보네. 나는 많이 생각해봤는데 아무래도 벌써 빠져버렸나 봐. 꿈에서까지도 원하는 걸 보면 장난 같은 건 아닌가 봐. 좋아하면 원래 다 이렇다던데.
Good morning friends, it is 7:20 on a Saturday and you may be wondering why I'm awake this early, but me and my friends are actually gonna go try Ludi's, which is this really famous brunch spot. They have ube pancakes.
Everyone's always like, yo, shop around.
So I am grabbing dinner with some friends tonight, but I thought before I head out I would chat with y'all on something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and that is my honest thoughts on living in Seattle. I think there's been a few comments here and there asking me about my experience, but just to give some background in case you guys don't know, I'm originally from California. I grew up in Southern California all of my life. Went to university there and then moved up to Seattle for work, and I actually had never imagined myself moving to Seattle. I always thought that I was gonna stay in California my entire life, but looking back I'm so thankful because the move really allowed me to experience a new city and a new environment that I would have never known if I never left California. But first of all, starting with the positives, I think Seattle is actually such a great city to live and settle down in. It's really clean and you honestly cannot beat the nature out here. It is just so lush. There's trees everywhere on the highways, on every street out here, and the views that you get out here with both the mountains and the ocean is just incredible. The other reason I think it's a great city to settle down in is that it's not actually a really big city, so you'll experience a much slower pace of life out here. And another thing I love about Seattle is there are a lot of transplants out here, so if you're new to the city like I was, there's a lot of people out there who are also looking to make friends and meet others. And I think the best part of Seattle for me personally is the summers. Hands down, when people say Seattle summers are unbeatable, they are not exaggerating. I've never lived in a city where the sun sets at 10 p.m. and when the sun's out, the nature just looks 10 times more beautiful, and there's just a lot of good summer activities because of the nature, like paddleboarding in the lake. I would say another underrated positive about Seattle is surprisingly a lot of artists and musicians come out here for concerts. I've been able to see almost every single one of my favorite artists out here in Seattle because they just happen to have a concert here on their tour. Now we're gonna go into my honest thoughts of the cons of Seattle. First of all, places close really early out here. I think it's very normal out here for a restaurant to close at like 7 or 8 p.m. and that's like the latest that they'll be open. So if you're looking for like a late night food run or snack, you're not gonna really have a lot of luck finding that out here in Seattle. The most obvious one is the weather, and this was honestly really hard for me to adjust to as someone who grew up in Southern California. But honestly, the gloom lasts really long here, so if you're someone who is really affected by natural sunlight, it may be harder for you to live out here or just adjust, especially in the wintertime because the sun doesn't come out. So you wake up, it's dark, and then you go to work, and then you come outside and it's dark because the sun sets early, and so your whole day is just dark. And I think that is like one of the hardest things about living here. Again, going back to my point of Seattle not being a really big city, I think because of that there might not be as many things to do out here as you would find in a bigger city. For example, I feel like Seattle doesn't really have a strong arts presence out here. There are definitely so many creative artists, but I feel like in comparison to other cities in terms of museums and just even like dance community, for example, you have to really look in order to find that in Seattle versus other cities. It might be a lot more accessible. And generally, I think it just goes back to what you're looking for in a city. If you're looking for a really big, exciting city with the hustle and bustle, I think Seattle is not a city like that. But if you're looking for a city with a slower pace of life and a lot of good nature, I think Seattle is a really great place to live in. So it really depends what you're looking for. Hello guys, I'm about to do my nails. I think I'm gonna do like a green chrome nail, which I've done before and I've loved, so just gonna chill and have some nail time.